You can now support this channel on Patreon.
Warning, this video is for comedy purposes only, and as such, should not be taken too seriously.
Clothing managed to fly out of the RV and also made it ahead of the RV in time to fall to the ground and get run over. Now that is some magic pants. See, Americans, I'm appeasing you by calling them pants instead of trousers. Helpful tip, if you're ever in a position where you can't see when driving, just stop the damn vehicle.
To all law enforcement entities, this is not an admission of guilt. I am speaking to my family now.
What does any admission of guilt mean regardless if A, he'd managed to go through with the planned shootout / death by cop, and B, they found his fingerprints all over the RV and evidence that he'd done all that stuff anyway?
I have an idea. Buy a new hot water heater.
It's a water heater, my dude. Otherwise it's pretty pointless to have a machine that's purpose is purely to heat up already hot water.
Glock 22. That's my daily carry, okay? I mean, unless you're talking, what, plus B plus loads.
One would assume a DEA agent would know not to point an actual loaded gun at people.
Easy, it's not gonna bite you, alright? Looks like Keith Richards with a glass of warm milk.
What are you hoping for him to do in this scenario then? Pull out some James Bond poses?
Sit and spin. Both of ya. Also a large amount of cash.
Mother tries to protect a teenager from seeing a middle finger. Now curse words I could half get on board with, whatever. But a middle finger? Seriously?
First my wife had it, then my son, and now me. It's just like a chest cold.
Chest colds that make you fall unconscious.
It's the last house on the right, see it? Not the two-story one, the one next to it. Anyway, it's the sage one, see it?
Yeah, the last house on the right was the correct information at the start of the sentence.
Pinkman?
Why would Jesse be worried about staying clear of cops when he's in the house next door to the lab? Also, why would being spotted by his former teacher bother him when again he's doing nothing illegal in the slightest?
Either that, or I turn you in.
Yes, with the damning evidence of the slightly similar custom license plate to the nickname of the cook they were after, he should get locked right up.
What are you doing? What's wrong, Chief? Having a little trouble walking?
Get off me! Being unable to stand up with one leg holding down a calf. Just move your leg away.
You can't go home smelling like a meth lab.
Yeah, you can. I do.
And you also happen to live alone. Yeah, that gun is most definitely on a stand or something because no one is holding it that steady, including when slightly rearranging your hand position on the grip. The truck that was in the middle of the three vehicles is now at the back once it passes Walt. He's got one of those weird lumps on the lower back that looks like a microphone. I've got one that looks like a Boeing 747. There's no visible signs of any vomit anywhere.
I sworn the guy said south, but then all of a sudden we're off the main road.
Jesse's swollen eye is now reduced massively in just a few hours since we last saw him, if even that long.
The RV is going to start right now. It's going to start, and we're going to drive it over to your house.
My house.
My word, it's been 10 minutes or so and Jesse's swollen eye is reduced all the way down to simple bruising. Not bad to go from massive outward swelling to this in a few hours' time.
Shut up!
This is a green screen.
Yo, 148, 3 to the 3 to the 6 to the 9, representing the ABQ. What up, biatch? Leave it at the tone.
You didn't do it?
Oh no, he did. That's just one of those basement rats that are so big they're able to cough like humans do.
What is this big secret you seem to be discussing with some druggy burnout?
Why would you assume he's a burnout when all you've seen is his My Shout page, which didn't indicate that in the slightest?
You? Yes, you. May I talk to you?
Just letting herself onto his property.
I want to talk to you.
Nope, not interested. Come on.
Hey, don't touch me. Do not touch me.
Then don't let yourself onto other people's property. Shut the gate, bitch. edge.
You missed a spot right there.
Should you be up on that ladder?
Where? The paint distribution system she's using seems to be rather effective from what I can see, or are the writers just going out of their way to say, hey, don't forget, she's a dick?
And it's a delicate subject, so I need you to focus and...
Hey, sit down! Sit down!
Damn it, Hank!
What do you mean, damn it, Hank, when you called him when he's obviously at work?
Hey, I ain't holding, okay?
I say you can open your mouth? And hands off the car.
Wendy.
Wendy, huh?
Tells her off for touching his car, but when she goes around to the other side and not only touches it again, but also leaves her can of drink on the roof, Hank says nothing. Either it's a problem for you, Hank, or it's not! The smashed plate has now changed position and piece sizes and basically just moves around all over the place. From this angle, there's loads of crispy wispies left on the floor, but when the angle changes, the floor is pretty damn clean, like it's had a broom going over it or some shit. Hashtag where them crispies, Walt. He puts the key down, but when the camera angle changes, he's putting the key down again. Whoa, just put it down and walk away, dude. Put it down! Yeah, there was definitely no piece that come off like that. Can't show it on YouTube without getting the demonetization knocked out of me, but I wanted to remove a sin here for how well this scene was put together. Simply brilliant.
Yeah, baby.
What is the point in wearing a glove if you're just going to be touching stuff in the car with the hand not in a glove? From this angle, he'd be looking out onto the grass between the lanes, but here he's looking out over the right-hand lane itself. My goodness, in all honesty, I never expected to find so many continuity mistakes because I genuinely don't look for them. This is probably a good time to let you guys know that I love this show and my wife and I have binge-watched it twice all the way through. Still though, as the tagline states, no TV show is without sin.
Ask him how long he's known.
I guess a month, maybe, or...
Why don't you just tell them?
If I can talk him into, I don't know, joining us. I really didn't mean for him to find out that way.
One would assume you'd have not made a scene telling your sister to ask Walt when you're crying with Walt Jr. right at the same table and none the bloody wiser then. Oh god, I don't know what's worse than motorcycle thugs with a machete and hand grenade or these two!
You see this? What am I, some criminal or something?
Yes.
Like, oh, we can't let that scumbag warp the mind of our favorite son.
I'm the favorite? Yeah, right. Practically all they ever talk about.
Yeah, none of it good though, I'm guessing.
That's why I'm here. Yeah, that's right. Hey, I didn't smoke at all.
Could have probably led with that then, because now it looks like you plan to keep the money since you simply said you came over to debrief like a f***ing donut.
It's skunk weed anyway.
How do you know?
Come on, move your ass!
This guy's first few honks were clearly before this poor old lass ever even started crossing over, since when the view changes she's only moving past the pumps. What a real dick.
Didn't the invitation even say no gifts?
Walt,
What?
we have to go.
I know, I'm not complaining.
Yes, you are.
Well, he's complaining about the gifts he thinks he shouldn't have bought, not the fact that he has to go.
The other guys had to run. I could have talked my way out of it.
If you could have talked your way out of it, then why didn't you?
You told me the kid was smoking reefer.
That's what Skylar told me. I mean, you may as well have. I wasn't talking about Walter Jr.
And then she also made it incredibly clear that he was not smoking pot.
I think we need to go around the circle first. Hank, would you like to start?
Just what kind of funky, weirdly shaped circle do you think this is?
When the key is, you gotta hang in there, man. You gotta keep placing your bets. Keep placing your bets. Boom.
Hank, what the hell are you saying?
It's a metaphor for not giving up, you fucking idiot.
So you can either let the pinch hitter take the bat, or you can hold on to your pride and lose the game. You get what I'm saying?
No.
It's another metaphor, but this time stating don't let pride get the better of you when there's someone willing to help. How are these people not getting it?
Tell you what, your aunt. How bad was she when they caught it?
Jesus guys, this is like the most obvious continuity error yet, where an apron just appears out of nowhere next to the chair after originally being slightly out of shot behind him.
Take a walk.
No worries, man. I'm no cop.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing on the end of that knife, and there's definitely not any fine powder from those crystals on the desk either. God, that is such a great moment.
I'll give you your money.
However, that being said, everyone survives this massive blast with no injuries save for a small nosebleed on Walt.
Half the deals I've ever done went down at Taco Cabeza. Nice and public. Open 24 hours.
If he had these concerns and issues in the first place, then why not raise them at least on the way to the meeting place?
Nice party.
Leg up, leg down.
Here.
The hell's this?
A 6-month-old turkey.
Excuse me, I'd just like to see the basement.
Yo, it's occupied.
It's not a bathroom.
Hey!
No, but it does have a toilet.
Skylar,
You are an annoying bitch.
I hope you know that.
Wow, this is a good look for you.
Ha! Gay!
Hey, listen.
No!
Headshot.
Thank you to the following patrons: Nathan Burr, Vupu, Leon Lutger, Manuel Meza, Josiah May, Bird Without a Word, Loritz, Jake Lane, Joel Rosenfeld, BZX001, Chris Harris, Daniel Musgrave, Matayson, Hunter Layfield, Brendan Creer, Tyler Byers, Kyle Farmer, Theodore Quackens, Kaj Vorzelman, Jordan Samuels, Scott Harris, Veronica Hamilton, Gabby Z, Lullaby Hypno 22, and to all of the other patrons supporting me. Thank you.